There are instances, of course, wherein people are perceived differently by clients. I could relate to one example wherein I have a client who we were not the first practice that he approached. Actually, there was someone else, and it just so happens that this someone, when was presenting their project to the client, was deemed as very arrogant by the client, to the point that he was bossing around people in the site, even the client himself. Now that is, of course, a perceived downfall, because at the end of the day, that client was not anymore, that architect was not anymore entertained in further meetings brought about by his arrogance. When we came into the project, I presented myself not necessarily as an arrogant person or a know-it-all, but I presented myself as someone who is assured and who is secured, but at the same time who is humble enough to address my client with the needed respect and with the needed level of professionalism. Now, these are things that one way or the other, I think one should learn about, so that in the end you do not present yourself as someone who is smug and who is impossible to deal with. That can eventually lead to your own personal downfalls. Downfalls may mean that you are too sure of yourself, that you are too proud of yourself into admitting that there are things and people that you may need to surround yourself to help you. If you are very arrogant into thinking that you're very good, then this eventually leads to downfall. If you do not follow through with clients, then this can as well lead to failure. Clients are people who love to be cuddled, they love to be pampered, and if you feel that you are more important than they are, then this will lead you to failure. This would lead you to a downfall.